Ever wanted free crypto keys and COD points?
Yes! We got it! Now I can go and touch myself while looking at pictures of my naked sister.
Check the link in the description below titled Free COD Points and you can have reactions like that every single day.
Now, I briefly touched on Exility in my last video when I was talking about clickbait, because this guy is a complete clickbait whore. And some people are going to be like, oh, but he's only 16, he doesn't know any better. But I'm telling you, at 16, yeah, he may not be legally, in the eyes of the law, an adult, but he's also not a child.
I'm not a girl, not yet a woman.
My point is, the guy is old enough to know right from wrong. Heck, in some places, he's old enough to legally have sex, which means that he's old enough to know that he should be putting a condom on when he's fucking his fans up the arse with his HIV-filled fucking videos. Now, I was going to do a rant today on Exility, and we're going to do an honourable mention to his friend, the Pro Gamer J. Them two butt buddies, they're both in it together with the clickbait, and that's what I was going to do my rant on today. But at least with the Pro Gamer J, he's got some sort of personality. He's not just sitting there like a fucking goldfish. He's got some sort of personality, and bless his little heart, he tries so hard to be funny, even though he's not. At least he's trying, at least he's got some sort of personality there, whereas Exility just sits there with about as much fucking gumption as a pencil. But when I was doing my research into these guys, I started seeing more and more about Exility. Now, I'd heard about Exility and his sister, but I started looking into it more. And it turns out that Exility, the clickbait is just scratching the surface with this little fucker. He is actually one sick little perverted bastard. So, about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I think it was, Exility did a vlog, and he titled it, "Why is my sister naked?" And then he did the thumbnail where his sister looked naked, and it looked like he'd censored out her private parts. Like, what the actual fuck? If there's any brothels out there that cater to thirsty 12-year-olds, you need to hire Exility, because he can do clickbait for thirsty 12-year-olds like it's nobody's business. Like, what the fuck? And then it turns out that his sister wasn't actually naked, she was wearing a towel, and he went into like fucking paint, coloured her over with like skin colour, and then censored out her private parts to make it look like she was naked.
Are you mental?
Like, what the fuck? And in this vlog, he was like, hey, let's go check out my sister. And it goes up to her bedroom, barges in, and the poor girl's trying to have a fucking shower, and she's there with a towel on her, and he's just standing there. He's not pointing the camera at her, he's pointing the camera at himself. But she's like, get the fuck out my room, what are you doing? And he's just like, why are you getting so mad? Why are you getting so mad? Because, you know, maybe, just maybe, it's because she's
Your baby sister, man!
Why? Honestly, like, if you barge in on your sister and she's there in just a towel or naked or whatever, like, seriously, you should be feeling really fucking awkward and getting out of that room quickly. But no, you stand there laughing and asking her why she's mad? Are you fucking mad? You fucking sick little bastard. So when this video comes out, there's a big, massive hoo-ha. You got the thirsty 12-year-olds getting a fucking boner in the comment section, and they didn't actually even see anything, and they're quite disappointed about this. So they're pissed off. Then you've got everybody else in the world who's quite normal in the brain, saying, what the fuck, dude? That's your sister. You're basically pimping her out on YouTube, and you're using her and her naked body, well, her sort of naked body, to get fucking views. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Have you got a screw loose up in your head? And eventually he deletes the video. But he doesn't actually see anything wrong with his actions. He finds it all really funny, and then he starts trying to use it to benefit. Now, obviously this became sort of like a bit of a scandal, and so sort of a thing that you would start seeing is Exility's sister. That little fucker has started putting in his fucking tags, Exility's sister. Now, he's known for having dodgy tags anyway. He'll put Black Ops 3 zombies when it's nothing to do with zombies, or it's something stupid like a fake PPSH is coming to multiplayer and the ray gun's coming to multiplayer. And he's even used zombies YouTubers' names in his fucking tags, like Noah J456, who called him out for it. But if you look in his tags now, like, it says a lot, Exility's sister. And I can't help but feel that he's putting that in there. For one, he's like pimping his sister out on fucking YouTube, but for two, because he knows that this kind of scandal went on. So if anyone's searching up for that scandal, they're going to come across his other videos as well and possibly give him a view. So I think he's using that to his advantage, little shit. So he does videos with his sister, he does more videos, and one video I came across was titled Nudes ? In capital letters, and it had a thumbnail of him and his sister. So I'm thinking, Jesus fucking Christ, what is this? And it turns out it's a Q&A. Basically, he asked his subscribers to ask him questions for him to ask his sister. Okay, you could see that as harmless. But just fucking watch this.
Now, we have 2 X-rated questions, guys.
Now, for a start, that's your fucking sister, and she's about 13, 14 years old. So why the fuck are you accepting X-rated questions, you fucking little pervert? Look at his face, the thirsty little bastard. I'm telling you, this guy has got a thing for his sister. He fucking fancies his sister. That's why he's accepting these questions, because he wants to know the answers, dirty little prick.
Are you a virgin?
Like, first off, why was he leaning into her face when he was asking her, like, are you a virgin? Like, he's leaning in for, like, some kind of kiss. He's really fucking creepy as shit. Plus, I'm sure in this video, your sister says she's 13 years old, so why the fuck are you asking her questions like that? Why are you allowing questions like that to come through, you fucking little prick?
Do you send nudes? And if so, here's his kick, I guess. He left his kick there. So he said, if so, just tell her to hit me up. So
let me get this straight. You've basically just encouraged your 13-year-old sister to send nudes to a fucking stranger because you're like, do you send nudes? And if you do, hey, here's his kick, which is actually mine. Basically, he's using his sister as fucking, like, he's pimping her out for YouTube views. Like, what the fuck? Like, if that isn't enough to get him off of YouTube, I don't know what is, because he's basically doing softcore child porn for thirsty little 12-year-olds. What the fuck, YouTube? Get your shit together and get this piece of shit off of YouTube. Seriously. And then later on in this video, his sister actually says that one of Exility's subscribers managed to track her down on some fucking app somehow. And they managed to actually FaceTime her and ask her for nudes. Like, turns out it's just like a little 12-year-old boy. But surely that should send alarm bells ringing in his head. She didn't seem very bothered by it, and neither did he. And that should send alarm bells ringing in his head. If a 12-year-old is managing to track her down and FaceTime her, just think what a fucking paedophile could do. He's so lucky that it wasn't a paedophile that managed to find out where they live and turn up at their house and take her. Do you know what I mean? And he should be thinking, if a 12-year-old can get that far, how far could a paedophile get? He's stupid. He really is. And this video was actually a few months before the naked vlogging video. You would have thought that when she said that shit, alarm bells would have started ringing, and he'd have thought, maybe I should stop exploiting my sister for views, because she could get hurt, you know, it could cause trouble for her. And I mean, I have 2 sisters, an older one and a younger one, and both of them, I'm fiercely protective of them. They're my family. Of course I am, especially my younger one, even though, like, she's like 24 now, so she's like a grown-ass woman herself. And I'm still fiercely protective of her. And she's been in a couple of my videos. I don't think I've ever had her on Facecam. But if I was a big YouTuber like that and had her in my videos, and then she'd started getting fucking weird shit like that happening, she would never ever be in a video again, because I wouldn't want to do that to her. I wouldn't want to put her in the path of danger. And you'd think as him being an older brother that he'd be fiercely protective of his younger sister as well. But he's just not bothered by it. He's selfish. He just uses her for views. And you know I started this video off like taking the piss out of him, a little bit jokey, but like I'm serious now. Like, he could really end up getting his sister hurt. There's a lot of thirsty little 12-year-olds out there that are like, oh, she gives me a boner and all this in the comment section. But how does he know that they're all 12-year-olds? Like, you know, harmless. I think even 12-year-olds aren't always harmless, but you know, like, some of those people in that comment section, they could be like 50-year-old men that are pedophiles. And they're actually in the process of fucking, you know, they get a bit too obsessed and they start trying to find out where they live and trying to get to her. And he's not even thinking about that kind of shit. And so yeah, that makes me worried for her. That really does. I don't think either of them have actually thought this through about what it could do to her. So yeah, like, what the fuck? Seriously, he needs a wake-up call, that boy. And don't even get me started on the other shit Exility does. Like, for every like I get on my video, I'll donate a penny to charity for cancer. Not because it helps me get a shit ton of likes, which pushes my videos up the search results on YouTube, but because I'm such a nice guy. Like, don't even get me started on that shit. But anyway, guys, that has been my rant for today. Conclusions. Exility is a fucking moron. He's a clickbait whore. We all know that. The stuff he does on YouTube is very unethical. He exploits the shit out of his sister for views, which is quite sick, really. I'm pretty sure he's got a thing for his sister. There's a little bit of incest going on there somewhere. And, yeah. He's a fucking prick. But anyway, guys, that has been it from me today. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And if there's anyone else you'd like to see me rant about, or anything or anyone, let me know in the comment section below. I hope you've enjoyed the video. This is a little bit different, something a little bit different from me. Put a little bit more effort into this video, and I've actually had a shit ton of fun editing this video up. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one. I love you guys. Bye. Oh, and a quick disclaimer before the video ends. Because of YouTube's new rules where freedom of speech is no longer allowed, because apparently expressing an opinion about someone is considered harassing and bullying, I just want to quickly state that I am not trying to send any hate towards him or a witch hunt or anything like that. Just, this is my views and opinions. Make up your own, and if you want to hate him on your own, that's fine. I fucking hate him too. Love you guys.